Hey Gemini, what's going on? This is Brandon over at Wow Intuitive, here to do your weekly energy read for July 23rd through the 30th. I hope you guys are coming off a wonderful weekend. I hope those weekend vibes helped you out a bit if you were able to catch that video. If not, check out the weekend vibes. I do them every Friday, as well as your weekly energy reads on Tuesdays. I'm going to try to make it every Tuesday now with the weeklies instead of dividing them on Tuesdays and Wednesdays like I was doing. But like I said, I hope you guys had a great weekend. I hope you're having a wonderful week so far. This is just going to be a simple energy reading to help you get through the next 7 days. Nothing is like doom and gloom if you don't follow it to the T. No, this is just advice from the universe at large to help you with any challenges that might come up this week, and to help you get through the next 7 days and bring the best out of it and get the most out of it. But let's get into the reading. What do we have for the beautiful Gemini for July 23rd through the... that didn't take long at all. Alright, Gemini, so this is what we're starting out this week with. Beautiful. We're starting out with third eye energy. Just so you guys know, I'm a Taurus Gemini cusper. I'm right on the cusp on the 21st of May, so I rock with both of you guys. It's Team Taurus and Team Gemini, Taurimini for life. But this is how we're starting out the week. We're going to continue to exist in this third eye energy. What that means is that a lot of us are playing our third eye chakra. We're working that mind like a muscle. So what we need to start doing is paying that wisdom forward and gifting this wisdom to the soul collective at large. Being a light worker is not just something that you can keep to yourself. It's something that you wanna inform people about and try to get them to realize that they could be that too, and they more than likely are. So let's continue to not only develop our own mind chakra, but also to help others as well. There's a lot of people who are curious about what it is that you may be doing, Jimmy. So you got to make sure that you're willing to speak out about it, because we can talk about things in a way that not a lot of other people can. Like, some people start to talk about this energy stuff and nobody wants to hear it. Nobody wants to, I'll never know anything about that. I don't even, believe in it. But you don't have to believe in something for it to be there. That's the whole thing about a lot of our science theories is we don't know if quarks exist. We don't know if we don't know what an atom actually looks like, but we know it's there. We believe it's there because the evidence shows. And we are the evidence that there is a higher self, because we've been building ourselves to this. We've been building up ourselves to speak about it. I know a lot of Geminis out there want to speak about this stuff because it has been pushed in our face. Every tower moment that we've gone through in the past year has been about building up our armor, about building up our wisdom, so that we can pay that forward and gift it to the universe and the collective at large. So we can't be selfish with this information. We can't be selfish with this intelligence, because that's what's going to benefit all of us. You don't ascend alone. You have to have the ladder or somebody to help you climb up. And if there's a ladder, then that means somebody put it there. Somebody built the ladder or whatever. But nobody ever is really doing anything alone. We always have assistance from somewhere. And the divine, the source, the creator energy, whatever you want to call it, is always trying to lend a hand, always trying to pour into our crown. So let's make sure that we're continuing to use that insight, continuing to use that intuition, continuing to listen to that inner voice, so that we're not only learning for ourselves, but for everybody else as well. Because we want to bring everybody else that we can up as well. We don't want to exist around a bunch of dummies, do we? Nope. Because then the Gemini will be suffering. We don't like being around a bunch of unintelligence. We don't like being surrounded by imbeciles. We like being surrounded by people that we can hold a conversation with and feel like we both have gained something from it when the conversation is done. So let's make sure that we're not only sharpening our own blades, but helping everybody else to learn these talents, to hone in on these aspects of their selves as well. There we go, Geminis. Let's continue to radiate. Let's continue to exhibit that glow from our insides and radiate that warmth out to everybody else. And we're going to do that by continuing to believe that we are even though we've gone through it, and we might look a little bit rough, we might look a little bit haggard, we're going to clean ourselves up, dust ourselves off, and then we're back to our beautiful Geminian selves. That's just how we operate. We don't like to stay down for too long. We don't like we don't even like to be dirty for too long. we always like to present ourselves as our best selves. We like to put our best foot forward. We like to look our freshest. We like to look great, and that's just that's a part of believing in that self-esteem that you naturally have, Gemini. You know you're beautiful. You know that you radiate beauty. It doesn't mean that you're going to be it doesn't mean that we're the next top models or anything like that. It just means that we know that we provide beauty and warmth to those who want it, who also give it to us. We give it right back. That's just the way that Geminis work. We give what we give what we get a lot of times. But what it's also asking us to do with everything that we've been through is to maybe extend it out to somebody who doesn't expect to get it from you. Be that surprise, that pleasant surprise in somebody's life over the next week or so, Gemini. Might have an opportunity to really show and exhibit your beauty. So let's make sure that we're ready to do that. Let's make sure that we're allowing ourselves to be beautiful, okay? It looks like we're staying with this third eye energy. We're staying in that mind. We're continuing to see the world in new ways, and we want to gift everybody we can with this wisdom, with this knowledge and information. You can learn a lot from just looking, but when you start to really see something, you're not only just looking, but really crunching the data, really punching the numbers in so that you understand why, what, when, where, how. That's what Geminis are good at. We're good at seeing every side of the table. We're good at taking in all aspects of a problem and working towards the most beneficial resolution. That's what we're good at. And that's what the universe is asking us to do, is to assist others through this transition. That's what we're here for. That's why we're getting challenged and tried like we have been over the past year, so that we have the armor, we have the wisdom, and we have the know-how to keep on moving, to keep on building, to keep ascending. That's what the universe has been teaching us through these challenges, is how to be strong for everybody else, because they need it right now. A lot of people have been existing in our energy for quite some time. That Mercury retrograde lasted quite a while. It's not even done yet, and I don't think it's not done until I think August 1st. So we're going to continue to be the cogs in this machine if we'll allow ourselves to be that. That's what a chakra is. It's a will. That's what the word means. But yes, we want to make sure that our cogs are turning, because it's going to assist everybody else in this machine. And no, we ain't alone. Even though we might have had to survive and triumph over these challenges on our own, now we're coming out of that cave. Now we've pulled ourselves out of that grave, and we're taking in the oxygen, and we're going to want to pay it out, to gift it to the rest of the world, to teach them how to survive this transition. Because we've done the work, we're doing the work, and we need to extend that out, so that everybody else can elevate with us, and we're not surrounded by a bucket of imbeciles. A bucket. Thank you, Mercury retrograde. A bunch. And also, my beautiful Geminians, we're going to continue to be passionate. We're going to continue to bring that passion that, like I said, we can talk about things in ways that not every sign can. Not every person can. There's even Geminis that have a hard time expressing themselves, but the apex Gemini, the one that is truly without a doubt Gemini, we express our passions in a very beautiful way. Like I said, we want to radiate outwardly, like the being that you see in this card. We don't want to keep that warmth into ourselves, because that's not very that's working against all the work that you've been doing, everything that you've triumphed over. If you keep that to yourself, if you be a greedy bastard, it's not what you're supposed to be doing. So let's not get into that energy of just wanting to, I made it, so now I'm good. Good luck. No, let's not be like that. Let's be our wonderful Geminian selves that want others to make it as well. Because we do. We want everybody else to ascend with us. And we're going to do that by being passionate about the things that we speak. This is a heart chakra card. That's why it's green. And we're going to want to extend that heart chakra all the way out. Like I've said in other readings, we want to extend that heart all the way out to where it goes over the horizon, comes back over the horizon behind us, and comes right back to us. That's what manifesting is all about. It's about giving it out so that it comes right back to you. Okay? Also, for the beautiful Gemini, let's make sure that we're maintaining our emotional balance. That's why we've been challenged a lot lately, because we've been learning emotional balance. Like the cliche description for a Gemini is that we're moody and we're pretty much Jekyll and Hyde. But we've been learning to control that lately. A lot of us have. I can feel it in your energies. While I'm doing this reading right now, it's guiding me with what I should be saying. And it's telling me to tell you guys and myself to continue to exhibit this emotional balance, because a lot of people are surprised that we're doing it, and it's motivating them to get like us, to figure out what we got going on, what we're doing. They're curious about how we're able to maintain this when we're not known for it. So let's continue to exhibit that, so more and more people come to you for that information and that guidance, because we're willing to give it, we can give it, and we can make it interesting and fun. So let's make sure that we're doing that and allowing that to happen by allowing that heart chakra to extend over the horizon. And that's going to happen by maintaining this wonderful emotional balance that I feel in the collective right now. Keep up the good work, my beauties. Sheesh. I'm loving it. And wow, we already had compassion. We're also going to be compassionate. This is what I just talked about with extending that heart chakra over the horizon. This flower is called an aster, and it's all about love. So boom. There it is right there. It's all about love and generosity, the aster is. So that's what compassion is all about. We can understand, that's wonderful things about Geminis, is we see all sides of the table usually when there's a conflict or a problem to be solved. We can see it from multiple angles, not just our own. And that's a beautiful thing about us. So we need to exercise that superpower. We need to extend it out to others so that they can learn it or get something from it. Love is a gift. You know, it's something that it's something that should be given freely. But yes, let's make sure that we're continuing to be empathetic to those around us, and continuing to be receptive about those who want to learn from us. Okay, it's one thing about being the constant student, but when you become the constant student and you master being a student, you become a constant teacher. So let's make sure that we're willing to allow this energy out of us and into us, because it's an energy exchange. All right. And finally, for the beautiful Jimmy Gems, we're going to continue to expand our crown chakra by continuing to do the study work, continuing to educate ourselves about exactly what it is that we're learning from everything that we've been going through. And once you gather the intelligence, once you've been the constant student long enough, you become the constant teacher, right? And you're using your wisdom at that point. Intelligence is the lower form of wisdom. Intelligence is what you're trying to gather. Wisdom is what you give to others. Okay? But that's all I have for you for right now, Geminis. You guys are starting out this week strong. I can feel it in your energy. Continue to develop that third eye, and continue to allow that crown energy to pour right directly into your mind from the universe. Because it is a gift that it's trying to give to you, and don't block your blessings. All right, don't block anything that's been don't block the love that's trying to come into your existence. Okay, but I don't feel that many of you are. I feel that many of you have mastered allowing this energy in, because you know what it feels like. You can sense it. It's like you already know who's knocking on the door before you even look through the peephole. That's exactly what's going on with you, a lot of you, and it feels wonderful, doesn't it? So let's help others ascend this ladder as well. Let's gift it out. Let's make sure that we're not being selfish with this information, because that's not what we've been given it for. That's not the reason why we've received it. All right. But in the meantime, I hope you guys have a wonderful, safe week. If you're working, I hope it's productive. If you're just out there having fun in the sun, I hope you continue to enjoy your summer. But in the meantime, take care of yourself. I love you guys tremendously. Peace. and namaste.